Hi, it's Nancy. So I've been trying to upload a video to YouTube, and for some reason it's not taking, so I have to make a brand new one. So what I thought I'd do is I'd give you a little bit of information about what's going on with our tomato plants down Tomato Alley. We had a lot of rain, and a lot of it's kind of hard on the tomatoes when there's too much water, but let me show you what's going on. So the surprise was that when we pulled out the peas, we found almost a very well-grown tomato plant here. We're not sure what this tomato plant is. It's growing well. It has attached itself to the rope, so it's not been affected by the rain too much. Don't know what kind of tomato plant it is, but it kind of looks good. All of these are the tomato plants that I was trying to grow in the pepper cans, and they were, like all of you told me, were tomato plants. I'm not sure of what they are. They do look very much like the vintage wine, but they're not because they came out of a seed packet. They're growing fairly well. That one looks like it's starting to ripen. I have a problem when tomato plants are in pots with the rot because they lose their nutrients, and it's not too late when you see it. But we should do better when we do them in pots, but we don't, because I didn't even expect to have these. There's a ton of tomatoes on these plants. All seem to be the same variety, okay? Again, I bought pepper plant seeds. I bought them, and this is what I got from the pepper plant seeds. It's been an interesting year with pepper plant seeds. Yeah, seeds in general. On the other side of Tomato Alley, we've got Big Rainbow. I didn't think this one was going to survive, but it's doing pretty decent. We have a couple more. The leaves are curling up a little bit from the moisture, but look at that. We've got a couple more back there that are pretty nice size. They're going to be beautiful plants. Over here, we've got Black Prince. These are going to be very dark tomatoes. Again, the moisture is making the leaves get a little wonky. They're right there, down there. But I think as a whole they're going to survive because they're very strong and very, with those stems, they're just sturdy plants. One of the reasons why these stems are so strong is that when they were seedlings and we did them under the lights, we had a fan that was lightly blowing over them as they grew, so it strengthened their stems. Okay. Here is our purple Cherokee. It's the only one we have. It's looking pretty healthy. Again, some of the leaves are a tiny bit wonky right here because of the rain, but we've got some on it. Even if I get one, I'll be happy because I've never grown that one before either. Here's the pink oxheart that I thought for sure it wasn't going to make it, but look at those beauties. They're going to be in the shape of a heart, and they're going to be pink oxheart. Okay? These are vintage wine. There's probably 4 or 5 of them are vintage wine. Beautiful tomatoes. I mean, look at those. And they're under a pound. They're a nice sized tomato, but they're under a pound. I'm a little concerned about these because these don't necessarily look like vintage wine tomatoes. But here you go. But we're gonna see. More vintage wine. That's a beautiful tomato. They're just gonna be absolutely awesome. More vintage wine. They're lovely, lovely tomatoes. One of our 2 cherry tomato plants. This is a Grandpa's Minnesota, and it's growing. It's growing. You have to be careful of the way you take the suckers out on this and the way you trim it and keep it going. We've never been very successful at containing our cherry tomato plants. Okay, but they look good. There are a ton of them coming up on them. Up here, there's even a little tiny one there. This next one over here is a peace vine cherry. Same thing, a cherry tomato. Looking cute and everything. I don't think the water has affected these guys all that much. It's this side of Tomato Alley, the water runs out down to the other side, and it seems like these guys up here don't get as affected by the water. This is one of those those miscellaneous tomatoes that grow in a pepper plant. We were able to put it in the ground. It looks very much like a vintage wine, but I'm not sure because they were seeds from last year. Not entirely sure. much better. Got some dew on my camera. All right, they're big and they're nice, but I'm having an issue because the leaves are falling down instead of growing up, and that is a classic sign of too much water. But there really is not a whole lot we can do about it. And some leaves that are growing upside down. Not sure. Over here is our Warracova hives. All right. Never grown these before. These are definitely a different looking plant than the rest of the tomatoes. They seem to be holding up well, but their leaves are getting a little wonky here. So we'll see. We finally have a couple of them on here. Nice. Over here, this whole section here are mortgage lifters. They don't grow until later on in the season, but they do grow big. We've got some coming already. But again, the rain, I think there's too much moisture on them. The leaves are pointing down, hoping to get some non-rain weather soon. Over here on these, we do have some, just looking at them, they're in here somewhere. Oh, there they are. There's one. Okay. They get to be about 1.5 pounds to 2 pound tomatoes, and they take a bit to ripen, so they won't ripen until probably August. Now, over here, my piece de resistance. These are my Ananas Noirs. I have been waiting so long to grow these. The water is keeping them okay. The leaves are a little tiny bit wonky right there, but I think with some dry weather will do good. These tomatoes are absolutely stunning. I mean, there's there and here, they're everywhere. They're very prolific and they look pretty awesome. I'm pretty impressed with the ones down here. Let's see if I can get a good shot. They are huge tomatoes, and they're going to be yellow with a starburst inside when you cut them open. Hopefully, cross our fingers, not too much damage from the rain. All right, Mariana's Peace, another one that takes a little bit to get going. This particular one, the last storm we had, broke the top off, so the leaves are curling up. That's, again, too much moisture. We have some Mariana's Peace on them, a couple of them. Not yet. I didn't expect them to be there just yet, so hopefully all of this rain will just soak in and it won't have too much effect on the actual fruits. We had a couple, you can see them back there, maybe 4 or 5. There's one down there too. They are about a 2 pound tomato, I'm gonna say, and just lovely. Beets are looking decent. This last one on this side of Tomato Alley, these are Paul Robesons. Completely out of control. We lost control of them. That's all I can say. There is a ton of fruit on here, and they are huge. We're talking a pound and a half tomatoes. I'm ashamed to say I'm not entirely sure what they're going to look like. I think they're a darker tomato, but I'm not entirely sure. Here's some of them. I mean, they're everywhere. There is a ton of them, if you can see all of these plants. The rain has not really affected these particular plants, the Paul Robesons. Some of the leaves are looking down, but as a whole, I mean, these things are just growing. We tried to cut the suckers and get them to grow up instead of out, but holy moly, this one was really rough. I'm going to start here with the tomatillos. I consider them tomatoes. They are growing very nicely. Okay, these husks look just amazing. They're huge and everything. But my issue is there's not a lot growing inside the husks. As you can see, they're very dirty nails. They're still very empty. I'm not sure why we have never grown tomatillos in the ground before. They're looking good, so we'll just see what happens. These are the Hawaiian pineapple tomato plants. All right. I'm coming here. They're fairly large. They will probably be just under a pound of tomatoes. The rain doesn't seem to be doing much to them. They seem to be looking pretty good. They're getting big. We're trying to make them grow up. Yeah, getting the suckers out of there so they'll grow up and not out has been an issue. When we get over here, these are some more big rainbows. Again, we've got beautiful fruits on them. Here's your big rainbows right there. Sorry, you guys. Still learning. They're big and they're nice. So that's about it with the tomato plants. There are the tomato plants in the front of the house. I will do that video another time. But we're hoping that the one side of Tomato Alley is not going to suffer too much from all the rain that we've had. A lot of rain that we've had. We're trying to figure out how to head the water a different way than down over there. But they all seem to be growing fairly well. The Weirwacahais, we finally have one on. I don't have any idea what that's going to look like. I have found another miscellaneous tomato plant stuck in the middle of one of my basil plants. I'll have to show you that one the next time. But other than that, this water is killing us. I'm hoping to have some warmer weather coming up so that we can dry out some of the stuff around here. The grapes love it, the cucumbers love it, the squash is loving it. But tomatoes, when you get too much water in those tomatoes, you're kind of screwed. So, but anyway, I'll keep you updated on everything else. Check out my Instagram for some nice photos of what's going on around here, and I will see you the next time.